Welcome back to True Blue. We're joined in the studio by Joseph Allen and Josh Robbins, two of the founders of a soccer revolution called Calle Soccer. Thanks for joining us, guys. Well, calle in Spanish literally means street. So this is kind of a street soccer concept. Where did you guys first see street soccer and its importance?
You know, all of us boys that started this calle movement, we served missions in foreign-speaking countries like Mexico, Spain, Bolivia, Brazil. And one of our best friends, the president of the company, Travis Wynn, he kind of had this whole idea of you know, playing soccer in the streets, much like they did in Spain where he served his mission. And when he came back and we all kind of found each other in the soccer communities here in Utah, we started playing ball, again, like we had in our missions, in the streets, because unless you're a professional, you don't have the opportunity to play on a nice groomed, cut pitch. You're playing in the streets, and there's a big culture that kind of surrounds that. It's a lot of fun. So we got together, started playing, and as we got the ball rolling, the ball got rolling, as they say with the whole calle movement here in the U.S.
And for you, you played soccer at BYU. One of the criticisms of U.S. soccer recently with the Men's World Cup results was we're not technical enough as far as being creative, finding our own shot, that we're too organized. How do you think this movement helps develop more creative soccer players in the U.S.?
Yeah, this is exactly the answer to that problem. You know, the best players in the world are coming from these other countries, and they're playing on the streets. They're learning creativity, a good touch on the ball. They're getting kind of a disorganized, just get out there and have fun type of soccer. Here in America, we're going to bring that movement to the States so that kids are out there going and playing in the streets, learning that same creativity, doing those same things, and hopefully translating those onto the grass field so that we can become a more developed nation as far as soccer goes.
You know, you related it before the show a little bit to And One, the basketball movement that is kind of more street ball, people being more creative, making up moves, and you guys have already started developing some of that, haven't you?
Absolutely. You know, the thing is, like, when you're playing in the streets, it's not really about the score. In fact, as you see down here, we got these trash cans, and when you play in the streets, we just kind of grab trash cans, we start playing, and it's about banging the trash can, having the coolest freestyle moves. If you look what And One did to the game of basketball, you know, the game of basketball has evolved from once upon a time when it was Larry Bird, you know, and the bank shot and the bounce pass, and now you got people like LeBron James doing these tomahawk slam dunks, or you watch And One, you got Hot Sauce, a.k.a. the Professor, you know, all these different guys. And so what we're doing with our boys that we play in the streets, we call them callejeros, which is like, you know, street, you know, kind of like a street bum. And we just kind of bum in the street, but we play calle. When you play in the streets, you're playing calle. Or when you play soccer in the streets, you play calle. And we work on that freestyle game and that freestyle edge. And it's more fun to kind of like go at one of your friends and take them on. And if you could put the ball between their legs, it's called a meg. It's like dunking over somebody. So we love to get that freestyle aspect to the game when we're playing in the streets.
Now, you guys have different balls. The ball's a little bit different. Josh, tell us about the ball and what's unique about this.
So the ball is very different from a regular ball. What we found is when we play in the street in these other countries, that a regular soccer ball just gets beat up way too much, and they're too bouncy. They're all over the place, bouncing in the streets. So we took this ball, went through a bunch of prototypes, and basically the outer is a soft rubber, so it can take a beating on any surface, you know, pavement, asphalt, concrete, whatever. And also the bladder that holds the air in the ball, we've put a substance in there to kind of help take the bounce out of the ball, so the ball will stay on the ground better. So when you're out on a bouncy surface, such as a parking lot, the ball won't be bouncing.
You're not chasing it, spending all your time chasing it.
Exactly. Okay. So really, it allows players to use the ball on the surface, but to use this ball over and over without it getting beat up all the time.
Now, you guys have some special things coming up that people will actually be able to see your product up close and personal. Tell us about those.
You know, what we love to do is we love to get involved with people that are just passionate about soccer. For example, lots of retailers across the country have you know, caught on to the calle movement, and they get things going. It's so fun as we travel around the country, whether it's Florida, Miami, to Dallas, Texas. You know, we're downtown New York. We're all over the place. And as we're kind of meeting with these different people, we meet guys that, you know, have already kind of started to develop this aspect to their life. And as founders of Calle, what we're kind of doing is we're just kind of bringing a name to a community that already exists. You know, there's a big subculture, and they're just soccer fanatics, and they love it, and they kind of, you know, the best word to describe it is just the passion. They're very passionate about soccer and the game, and so it translates in all aspects of their life. Just much like, let's take a surfer, right? You know, they're out there always surfing, but even when they're not on the waves, they're either dreaming about it or hoping to get out to the waves. Well, anyways, we want to take that same kind of passion, or capitalize on that same passion, and give a name to our community called Calle. BYU's doing a tournament. They're going to do a Calle tournament this Saturday coming up, and we do halftime shows for the men's and women's games, and We've also partnered with the MLS and done halftime shows and tournaments with them. So everyone gets excited when they see what we're doing, and they can't wait to be a part of it.
All right, so guys, the CalleSoccer.com is a place people could go to see demonstrations. You called it a Trictionary, where you can look up different tricks and see what's coming up as far as moves and get ideas for stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then again, Saturday, you're going to be giving a demonstration, time and place?
The indoor practice facility, parking lot. I'm not sure on the time, actually. Around 10 in the morning, I think.
All right, so we can check the website for
Yeah.
that. So, well, thanks so much for joining us, you guys. It's a new soccer movement. It's been around for about a year. They've got products in stores. Calle Soccer sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks for coming
Thank you,
coming
Holly.
talking to us, guys.